Hey MMM group, thanks for tuning in. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about sugar consumption, how that interrupts our sleep, our other food choices, and then eventually our endocrine system, all of those things combined. And we can do that when we're in our 20s, but sometimes we get into our 40s and 50s, it doesn't go so well for us. So what we want to understand is how sugar metabolizes in the body, and that it provides quick energy, but only quick energy. So usually if we're not feeling super energetic, the body says, hey, we're kind of sluggish, go get some sugar. And then we go in, we get some form of sugar, and then we get a quick rush. And maybe even that sugar is combined with caffeine. So I always say like around 4 o'clock in the afternoon is the big time where people typically go get their coffee with sugar and cream and maybe even a pastry or something else along those lines. So much so that there's a lot of companies that will like push the cart around 3:30, 4 o'clock so that employees can get themselves some sugar and caffeine. And maybe that happens less now with COVID, more of us working from home, but it's still there, is that we have that dip at 4 in the afternoon and we typically reach for sugar and caffeine to kind of push through and keep us going. So what that does is it kind of makes us a little bit more tired a few hours later, and then maybe we fall asleep early and then get up and then can't get to sleep on time, or it just absolutely disrupts our sleeping pattern at the beginning of the night, and then we don't get our full night's rest, and then we wake up the next day, we're still a little bit tired. So the next time 4 p.m. rolls around, we're definitely going to reach for that caffeine and that sugar. So again, these are things when you're in your 20s that don't really interfere too much with I shouldn't say they don't interfere, they do interfere, but our ability to buffer these things when we're younger is better. And then as we get older, there's those systems don't get buffered as easily, and we become irritable and fatigued, and we don't sleep well, and it's a downward, all of those things kind of negatively impact each other, and we snowball into just not feeling great. So what I want to have everybody focus on this week, I'm down by the beach, and so definitely near a boardwalk with tons of candy and sugar and ice cream. I haven't gone to the ice cream place, which is usually one of my favorites, and I will. I just haven't had the opportunity. But as we're in summer and there's ice cream available and all kinds of treats, just want to manage what you're doing. So try not to use it as a crutch to get you through. Use it as what it is. It's a good treat. So be mindful at 4 in the afternoon. Try to not take some early naps, especially if you've gone to the beach and you fall asleep. Try to keep yourself well hydrated and get yourself on track so that your circadian rhythm can kind of set. It is really excellent for you to get up and look at the sun first thing in the morning to help set your circadian rhythm. So give those things a try. Stay hydrated. Look at the sun first thing in the morning, and be very mindful about the sugars and the caffeines that you grab later on in the day. All right, group, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully we implement some of these tips, and if you do, as always, please share with the group. Let us know how it went.